Hey! Welcome to OCRnR, where we review and redraw your original characters based on our bad taste. I'm Raven Moodle, your host and artist today, and here's my co-host, codename Rooster. Rook is not with us today, so we have separate co-hosts.
Rest
No, he's not dead. We're going to be doing rotating co-hosts, so we have a cast of, I think, 3 people that we're gonna switch between. Maybe also artists, so I'm not the only one drawing, we'll see. Anyway. Today, we are talking about exaggeration. Using shape language and body types as tools to exaggerate your character's personalities? Your character's personality, the world, or their job. It's not just shapes and super cartoony proportions either. You can also exaggerate expressions, clothing, stances, color, fashion, etc. to tell more about your character and their personality, to make them more interesting to look at.
There are many ways you can exaggerate a character. You can push their facial expressions, their gestures, even their physical form.
Even with stupidly simple characters like our ball and square, we can emphasize certain features like eyes, mouths, and postures to reinforce the message.
Characters with wildly coloured hair that can defy gravity, to outfits that wouldn't make sense in reality or are downright impractical. But it's these decisions that allow for distinctive art, exaggerations that pursue individuality and can be easily identifiable through silhouette alone.
We following?
Yes.
You're just like taking more notes.
Exactly.
Noted. Jot that down. Exaggeration is a tool of appeal, one of the 12 principles of animation, but applicable to character design in general as well. You want your character to be appealing to look at, but that also doesn't mean pretty or cute. You can have a horrifying or evil character who is appealing.
I love those.
I love those, bro. That's my favorite.
It doesn't necessarily mean nice to look at because that's subjective, but instead, to my mind, you can replace the word appealing with engaging.
Appeal doesn't always mean good looking, it can also mean interesting. So the villain should be likable in the sense that they are interesting to look at.
The goal of exaggeration and appeal isn't to push just shapes and color or expressions to make things over the top and showy. We exaggerate their personality specifically, showing who they are, how they act in the world around them through their traits and their design alone. Basically, show, don't tell.
With a single usage of good character design, so many descriptives can be shown and not told.
Another way to think of it is showing versus telling.
The body and anatomy is the most upfront version of exaggeration. This is obviously a lot easier with a more cartoony style or a world where you have more than just humans. We can still exaggerate real bodies slightly to express more about our characters. Rather than making important features bigger or more stretched, you could draw attention to them in other ways. Without dialogue, music, or animation, is your character's personality or traits about them shown through their design alone.
Is your character uncanny and out of touch? You could give them emotionless eyes. Is your character a traveler and always ready for adventure? You could give them a large bag with bedrolls, maybe a belt with tools slapped on the side, and climbing gloves that they always wear. Does your character not care about the way that they look to others? Maybe give them messy hair, wrinkled clothes, and a droopy expression. There's a lot of ways to express the same personalities, hobbies, or ideals, so find ways that fit your character in your world.
Yippee! But what if I want my character's design to be intentionally misleading? That in and of itself is a tool of appeal. Like using big round shapes or soft colors and fluffy fur on a character who's malicious, you're exaggerating that this character is inherently forward with their motives, or has a front that you might not see through until later. Or the opposite, a soft and gentle character who is consistently seen as scary and brooding with dark eyes and a slouched figure can also be used to show how this character struggles to deal with the physical representation that doesn't reflect themselves.
Giving a character contradictory features to their skill set can make for a unique character that people might be able to identify with.
The best way to make features of your character stand out and be noticeable is to pick 1 or 2 things that represent them and focus on those with their designs. Drawing attention to a few key features rather than overloading it with too much. Or it can become hard to understand, kind of muddled.
Keep it simple. Too much information can overcomplicate the character.
Keep it simple and focus on 1 or 2 important aspects to make your point.
Even the decision to make one asset of a character distinctive could save plentiful hours during rough sketches.
I think thumbnailing for comics and storyboards really helped me with this defining feature part, so I'm going to propose that as a good exercise for this. Draw your characters as basically stick figures and add as little detail as you can while still being able to tell who the character is. The less detail you have while you can still tell, the better.
When it comes to characters, you should highlight their features to better show their personalities.
More often than not, you'll want to make certain features are more prominent than others based on a character's specialties.
Exaggeration and appeal is about expressing the individual and the way they live in your world. It isn't about pushing the character's physical body, but their personality or abilities, or the world they live in to show how it affects them.
Yoko Kui excels in versatility that enables her world building to be integrated within her character designs. There may be no crazy anime hair or a luxurious 6-foot-long sword, but intricacies that allow you to learn about Dungeon Meshi's world and hidden depths. Yoko Kui's character designs are identifiable, even if she prioritizes function over style, and the reason for that is through comparing her characters to another repetitively. By incorporating a diverse set of characters, having them look similar would reflect too much uniformity. And so, Yoko Kui experiments around with fashion, race, or abstract styling to review if the character's defining traits still shine through, even when altered slightly.
And you don't have to draw in a cartoony or simple style to use exaggeration to tell something about your character and the world they're in. You can have realistic characters and still push their traits to make the character's role more identifiable in their design alone. Your character's personality should affect the way they dress, do their hair, carry themselves, and interact with the world around them. These are all things that you can express with just their design, things that you can show instead of tell. And that's all my notes on exaggeration. We are learning together. My main, reference for how to exaggerate features well within your world was Yoko Kui. I don't know if you know who that is.
I don't.
She's the mangaka who made Dungeon Meshi.
Oh, I do know what Dungeon Meshi is.
I haven't seen it yet, but the artist on it, the way she designs her characters is, they're all so ingrained with the world that they're in. It's so good.
Wonderful.
Oh, wonderful. She's so cool. Okay, let me grab the character that I brought.
Alright.
Oh, where are they? Oh, they're lost in my notes forever.
I'm lost.
For my character that I am bringing today, I have Kieran by B, or B-Blam on Instagram. Ta-da!
I see your favorite bird here.
I love bird. There was a few different characters that I really wanted to bring, so I'm excited to see if you brought one of the ones that I was, tempted for. But I chose Kieran because there's a lot of small details that really caught my eye and specific to, using exaggeration. So, yippee!
Yippee.
So, small details about them, lore-wise. Obviously, they are a bird. They are a raven that someone, quote, accidentally turned into a human.
That's so much like you.
Yeah, that's me.
Mm-hmm.
I believe he lives in a, little shack in the woods with their other characters, Fern and Albus, and they go on, over-the-garden wall style adventures.
Living the dream, honestly.
Yeah.
I want to do that.
I want to live in the woods.
I want to live in the woods and go on quests.
It's a good whimsical found family.
I love those.
They also have, quote, severe bird brain, which is hilarious. I choose to believe he is shockingly good at puzzles, like Corvids, but he finds,
oh yeah,
jerry-rigged solutions. This is my headcanon. Whatever the solution is, he'll find a different way. He is friendly and goofy, and uncomfortably long. This is the detail that really caught my attention. They mentioned it in the notes that his body is just really lanky, even his fingers. Also, he has no nose. It's just that beak design on the face, and I love the uncanny.
I was wondering.
Yeah, it's I don't know if it's skin texture or if it's kind of scales. Both would be cool.
It's wonderful. I love, what was the word? Uncannily long?
Uncanny, yeah.
Disturbingly long? Yes, that's beautiful. I think anyone 6'3" and over is scarily long.
That's not even that tall.
I'm aware. You're taller than me, therefore.
More than an inch taller than me? What's wrong with you, freak? love the like unnaturally tall and like long limbs. I think it's a great way to have like a not human character be slightly off. Also, they noted on like his character sheet that he is too tall to fit in normal clothes, so he edits his own clothes. Which is
I see that with the cuffs on.
Yeah, it's a great way to emphasize and draw attention to the fact that he is like ridiculously like uncanny long and not normal, is that they have these like highlighted cuffs and like ankles of their pants that are like really long. So it's perfect. It fits.
It's wonderful.
Also, the white highlights is just a great way to like pose the character, if that makes any sense.
Like drawing attention to their limbs.
Yeah. Think about like when they did old black and white cartoons and like they're like, oh, we give Mickey Mouse the white gloves so you can see the clarity of where his pose is more. So having this character.
About Michael Jackson and his. I continue.
No, go ahead. I want to know where this is going.
So, you know how Michael Jackson was like a great dancer and he had all these fancy like.
Yeah, I may have heard that. Yeah.
Yes. He wore white socks, which is why you always see his footwork so clearly, because the white draws your eyes where the rest of his pants and his shoes are black. So I think that's why my eyes were drawn to this character's pant legs in particular, because it's bright white there where the rest of the pants are black and the shoes are black.
I guess so, yeah, like Michael Jackson.
Like Michael Jackson.
I was thinking more like old cartoons, but that works.
Well, you see, it was the old cartoons, and then it was Michael Jackson.
It's a great design detail. It's just what I was saying. Especially because the character has a lot of really dark colors, having the light, like white on the neck and the limbs. It just draws attention to the shape, the overall shape.
Out of 10, gorgeous.
Also, I like his mullet.
He's just like me for real.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep. I'm enjoying it. I'm having fun.
I'm having fun having a mullet.
I'm having so much fun having a mullet.
I assume it like adds to like the feathered like silhouette, which is why I assume their hair is like that, but it could also just be because they wanted to draw a mullet.
I think it totally adds to the feather look. I think that when I stand up and I look in the mirror and I go, wow, my hair's so fluffy, like feathers.
Like feathers.
Like feathers.
But that is all the information I have on Kieran. Thoughts on them?
He's wonderful.
I love him. I want to kiss him on his face.
I love him. He'd be too tall for me to kiss him on his face. I'd feel incredibly short the whole time.
Yeah, but he's got that little neck thing, so you can just like grab it and
You know, you make an enticing point.
That's all for Kieran. Now, who did you bring?
When I tell you, I am so excited about this character. I was scrolling through the list of characters that you gave me, and my eyes immediately caught on Thuban.
I knew it was gonna be Wuzzles' character.
There was no other character I could have picked, okay? He's so perfect and so beautiful.
I have feelings about this man.
Oh, as do I.
Tell me about him.
Okay, I would love to. Okay, so this is Thuban by Wuzzles. Look at him. He's beautiful. I am many things, but I am gay first, and I...
Many things, but I am gay first.
So Thuban is also the name of a binary star system in the constellation of Draco, which is related, I promise. If I'm gay first, I'm the solar system nerd second. And he's so pretty. And the theme of exaggeration does suit him perfectly. I promise.
Oh yeah?
So we've talked about sort of like 3 different categories, and that was the world, personality, and abilities. So, you may notice, he looks a little sci-fi, right?
I do notice.
There are so many reasons for this. So he's clearly in a sci-fi world, and he's a human at the base, but his creator's stripped him of some of that in order for him to be more useful, which is very unfortunate and startlingly applicable to society. Capitalism, anyone?
He's just like me
And
now.
so, I hope not. He's got these electronics implanted in him that are a lot of functionality, which leads us into his abilities. We can't really see much of it here. If we want to zoom in on him in this fishnet dress, there's this chest plate that he has, and that's actually an accommodation for his heart condition, which I think is super cool.
Oh my god, you're right.
I always love seeing disabled representation anywhere, of course, but specifically in fantasy and sci-fi worlds. I saw a quote recently that if your fantasy or sci-fi world doesn't have disabled people, that's not just magic, that's eugenics.
Oop.
Disabled people exist everywhere. And so I love being able to see the ways that this world has accommodated things very well in some cases and not done so well in other cases. So they found a really cool accommodation for his heart condition where they can open his chest panel and have quick access to his heart if they need to.
Stripped of your humanity on one hand, allowed to be alive on the
That's
other.
a little bit worse. So then some other things that were done to him is he has a whole lot of teeth, which we can't see here, but if you were to just open his mouth, you'd see like 3 different rows of sharp teeth.
I'm so normal
Which I
about
think
this
is-
information.
Teeth.
Teeth.
So like that's really cool, but also like poor guy. He also has bright blue eyes, which these drawings are mostly in black and white, so we can't really see that. But I wonder what's going on there. I wonder what's been done to his vision. I have questions. And
I can make his eyes blue.
You can.
I will.
And then some things were also done to him on a more psychological level, which just makes me incredibly sad. His emotions were not seen as useful to the creators, so they took away his ability to feel some of them. I'm shaking, crying, sobbing, and throwing up right now. He's very logical and loyal and is working on relearning morality and his own morals. One of his own morals is that he respects actions and achievements, not titles. I relate to that. I love him for that.
I love him for that. I love him in general.
Oh god, me too. We don't really see Thuban with a lot of expressions on his face. It's sort of neutral, negative, generally. Facial expressions is something that I aced on my autism test. And so we were able to see the psychological aspects of what has been done to him in his backstory through this exaggeration of the neutral negative facial expressions.
Yeah. It's
But,
like
tying it back to the theme.
like exaggeration, but like the opposite, where instead of exaggerating it like an expression, you're like doing the opposite to exaggerate that it's not
Yup.
there.
Exactly. I love it. And he's also really strong, which is beautiful, and also sort of contributes to us being able to see him as strong and steadfast, which then ties back to his feelings around loyalty. And that's most of the... Oh, wait. I was going to circle back around to the binary star system.
Tell me about stars.
Oh my god, would I love to. So, the binary star systems have the 2 stars where they circle each other, which is so cute. But why that's relevant to his character, not really the 2 stars, just the constellation in general. I think he has it tattooed on his back, if I remember correctly. I could potentially open the reference sheet right now.
The extended Google Doc of information.
Yes. So I think that's really cool. I was wondering why his name was Thuban, and I think it's cool that he has a tattoo related to it. Let's see. Yeah, his back is covered by a single tattoo with the constellation of Draconis as the centerpiece, a single star colored blue. That single star colored blue is the binary star system, Thuban.
Oh, maybe that's why his eyes are blue. I could be his second star. Take my hand.
No, I want to be a second star. I want him.
I need him. I believe when I was told about him when he was submitted, I was told he is too dense to pick up on flirting, though, so...
I'll try really hard, don't worry.
I believe in you.
Well, yeah, I think that was actually in his character sheet. It was, for information, good luck.
What if I kiss him on the face?
I'd like to kiss him on the lips.
He's got nice lips.
Yeah.
Important character detail.
He sure does. Important detail. I would like to kiss this man.
Is that all you have for Thuban?
That is.
Sick. 10 out of 10, I love him very much.
Me too.
You got 2 quality boys on today's episode. Both a little freaky, both struggling to interact with other humans. It's okay.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I love them for it.
I also love them for it. All of the example videos that I will have for elaborating on exaggeration will be in the description. Also, I definitely recommend, there's one about Dungeon Meshi that I'm gonna put down there. I definitely recommend watching that. It's a great one about character design. I can send it to you also, Rooster.
I would love to have.
If you don't mind spoilers, there's minor spoilers. No, you just clarify.
Oh, that's fine.
Okay.
I think I've already been spoiled. I've been going through the tag on Tumblr.
Hell yeah. I blocked it. Oh, and I just want to remind everyone that if you have an OC and you like getting art of said OC, good news! We have a submission form. You can send them over, and then we'll put them on our file where all of our other OCs are, and we'll choose between them for each episode. They might not be featured in the next episode or the one after that, but they will be in our list, and we will select them based on how well they fit the theme. The form is super dead easy to fill out. Just a couple pictures, a couple information. You don't have to have a ton of stuff.
Unlike Wuzzles with the, 5-page document that I read through. I can't guarantee that I will read it if you send me 5 pages, but I think Rooster will. I will, if you send us 5 pages.
I'll skim it. Yes, very nice. I'll leave those characters for you.
Perfect.
You can also submit more than one character, but if you send a ton, I can't guarantee they will all get added to the list. I'll probably just pick 1 or 2 that I like and then save those. So don't spam. That would be cool. I think that's everything. Standard YouTube, comment, whatever, blah blah blah. You get it.
Raven's so cool. You should like and subscribe and look at everything that he does.
More importantly, if you want more of Raven content, I do have a Patreon.
Oh yes. It's amazing. Guys, I think I'm actually hitting the 1-year mark on being subscribed to your Patreon soon. And
I've had it for a year, that's nuts. There's Mantle content coming soon. My next video update is gonna have Mantle in it.
I love that, man.
The next big animated video is taking a while, but there's tons of previews on it on Patreon also. Anyway.
It's super cool.
Go do that. You're super cool, got him.
You're super cool.
Hello.